Hey, so I officially cannot watch myself on video. I look like an alien. I look like I am not of this planet. My features are so odd. No kidding. And every time my brother sees me with my shaved head, he's like, it's G.I. Jane. Okay, guys, so this video was initially going to be part 2 of my cord magic video that I publicly published online. However, there are certain things that have taken place, okay? Things that happened in the past that involve myself and religious people and men in particular that come from the 3 Abrahamic faiths, as well as different background cultures and backgrounds that seem to keep clinging on to me, or would seem to keep clinging on to me, up into me just, you know, recently publicly coming out and telling people, more people about this stuff, okay? Some of you that are new to my channel, you may not know what I'm talking about, but for those of you who have been with me during this whole process, I'm sure you can grasp a certain amount of concept of what I'm talking about, okay? So if you're somebody that really is part of, you feel that you're part of what's going on right now and what's taking place and what's unfolding, and you are really playing your own part with this, then please by all means send me an email. I will connect with you. But however, due to respect to what's happening on the planet during this time and me and what it, you know, like my neck, this is part of the reason as to why I decided not to publicly talk about this right now. My neck has been going off again in the last, after I publicly talked about that video, my neck, which started to soothe down, has been throbbing again. Now, again, if you don't know what's going on, I've had things happen to my neck. People try to put stuff in. Just go watch my old videos. I just don't want to keep talking about this over and over again. So there's people that, of course, that are trying to connect to me again. And so all my life experiences, okay, if you know anything about my twin flame, I do have a twin flame. I don't talk about him a lot. I do bring him, I have brought him up, and sometimes I will bring him up in a very indirect manner. He is very much, his last name is very much, okay. There's just people that are connected to him that are still watching me, okay? And they are trying to kick him out of what he's doing so that they can take his power of what he's doing, okay? Because everybody's freaking possessed and they don't know what's happening, what's unfolding on this planet right now, okay? I've promised myself that I have physically closed the door on my twin flame because so much disaster and so much stuff has unfolded on the planet by me physically coming together with him. Do you understand me? So much disaster. You have to understand that physically twin flames have been away from each other for centuries and centuries and centuries, thousands and thousands of years. And when two spirits, two souls physically come together that are one spirit, there's a freaking huge imbalance, okay? So everyone on the planet is going to feel that imbalance. And if you feel that you really truly have a twin soul, okay, and you've come here on planet for a purpose with him, then you should be paying attention to what happens on the rest of the planet, because you coming together affects cultures and religions and races on this planet and the big shifts that are taking place. Okay, this is not just like an entertainment purpose of twin souls and things like that. It's actually pretty disastrous. On top of that, I have mentioned, I've talked about him, okay? He's born in this life. He's born from a Mizrahi family, okay? But his parents, they're actually descendants of Armenians. And he knows this, and I know this. Not many people know that about him, but we both do. Okay? They don't talk about it. So there's a lot of stuff that I cannot share because once things manifest in a certain manner, okay, I know I talk in dialect and secret codes and stuff. It's because when the time isn't right and this information is out and is out to the incorrect people who can use it and abuse it, there's people on this planet that it's going to affect, okay? So until I get into my temple, I only share this information with people who are connected to me in my circle. So if you want to know, or I've told you, then, you know, or it's only going to be in these temples that I talk about this stuff for now, because it needs to be in a safe. Okay. So, okay, guys, I'm just feeling a lot, okay? A few days ago, I purchased a new tarot deck. It's called the Golden Universal Tarot. I'm so excited. I'm going to give you a nice tarot reading. Okay, so I'm not... Oh, look, the Empress is back there. She's a Taurus. Aries. On that note, like last month, and I just kept bumping into this girl, okay? Last month when I was working at that place, this lady, and I'm bringing this up because if you go back to my older videos, I talk about the last name Melech in Hebrew. It's said Melech. In the Indo-European dialect, it's Melech, but Melech in the Hebrew dialect, right, which means king. This girl, she just naturally, she just kept coming up to me, and she had to do some return thing. And when you do a return, you need their license, and you see their first name and last name, and her last name was King, and she had just got married, so her new last name is Valencia, and but her original last name was King. And she was like, I feel such a natural connection to you and all this stuff. And like, she just ended up coming to me all the time for like months. Just naturally, okay? We would chit chat and stuff, and she was always talking about astrology. And mind you, I don't talk about that stuff at work, or did I in the past? She just kept talking about astrology and stuff and numerology. And she's like, after all this time, she's like, I feel such a connection to you. You know, I've never felt like a kindred connection to anybody like this before. And she's like, you know, and after all this time, she's like, out of nowhere, she's like, I seem to get along with everyone in astrology except Taurus. She's like, I'm an Aries, but she's like, I just don't get along with Taurus. And I'm just looking at her because I'm like, all this time, I'm a Taurus. You know what I mean? And she's like, oh, you know, I connect with you and all this stuff. And I was just looking at her like, you know, people, don't judge, because you never know. You can't judge people just on an astrological sign. You gotta look up the whole birth chart, okay? But anyways, let's get on with the reading. I only brought it up because the Magician is connected to Aries, you know what I mean? And it's the Empress, so. Anyways, guys, so as I connect to give you guidance within my higher self, sit properly here. Let's have some shuffling the cards. So let's have some good guidance here, okay? I know I chat a lot. It's 9 minutes through the video, but I'm gonna give you a tarot reading. Okay. We've got the Knight of Wands. Isn't this an interesting deck? It's like so golden. It's like almost 3D. So, yeah, that's the Knight of Wands. And, of course, this means very quick action, okay? Anytime I see anything with wands, it symbolizes fire, okay? And when I see fire, funny because I was talking about Aries, okay? When I see knights, kings, wands that are associated with wands, or like even anything with wands, I know something very quick is about to manifest. Okay? Because in the elemental realm, fire symbolizes very quick action. If people light a candle and they have an intent, it's one of the fastest ways on how to manifest an intent, a wish, a desire on planet Earth. Okay? So, what is your intent during this time? What is your wish? What is your desire? Have you written it down? Have you seen it on paper that maybe a few weeks ago, a few days ago, you literally did write something down? Because something very quickly is about to manifest. This knight here, he has, you know, his helmet is open, so you can see his face. This person is not hiding his intention, he or she. This, and then, you know, well, in the picture, it's a he. So, but when we see these things, I know it's associated with, you know, Aries, Sagittarius. Oh my God, this is so funny because I was talking about my twin flame. My twin flame is a Sagittarius. So my moon is a Sagittarius. So, oh shit. So, you know, and then, you know, he's got this red flaming looking fire feather thing on the top of his head. But you see, and he's got that wand in his hand. So he's directing things like the magician in a sense where, you know, look at me, I'm on this horse and I'm feeling victorious with my intent and with my wish, and I'm making it happen. Okay. If you can see, luckily this is kind of 3D looking. It looks like there's like a vortex of energy, golden energy around this being with the horse, with him. Okay. So your intentions is about to manifest. Today is September 19, 2016. So your intention is about to manifest. Card just flew out. Okay. We have here the Knight of Swords, but it was reversed. Another knight. So I feel like what this is trying to, guys, I really have to take this off. This is really, it's too hot in here. And I need to take that off. Okay. So, okay. So the Knight of Swords is with the elemental realm of Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. And if I'm not mistaken, it was reversed though. And if I'm not mistaken, we are about to hit Libra within the next few days, the 23rd of September. We're officially Libra. Okay. So, and that means 5. 23 is a 5. 5 symbolizes change. Oh gosh. There's some stuff that I'm downloading. I'm downloading so much information. Let me tell you the power of divinity and the power of divination. Okay, because on Earth, we get distracted. Even though we know things, we get distracted and forget about what's here and how people are connecting to us. And remember, twin souls is you. Okay, so even if you don't talk to this person and you cut them out of your life physically, it's still you. You've got a cord connecting each other and you can't cut it, because if you do, you can die. You know what I mean? So he's born on the 23rd, so not of this month, but he's a Sag, and I'm born on the 14th, so we both are 5s, okay? So 5 means change. So changes are happening, okay? It can also symbolize the 5th element, okay? So it could be connected to the 5th element. It could be connected to spirit. It could be connected to divinity. So something divine is about to happen, okay? But I feel like there's a contrast. So there's kind of like a fight between the two elements because it's reversed. I feel like there's a contrast. So there's kind of like a fight between the two elements because it's reversed. But it could also symbolize how when I did the full moon reading, lunar eclipse, the reversal, the hanged man, it's all connected, guys. It's a continuation. But let's just see what other cards come out because I'm curious as to see. I'm also hoping to get a new tattoo on my right foot in the next 2 weeks. Might get it on my finger too. Huh. 5 of Swords. Oh, I said 5. This person has knocked out a few other people. I feel like there was candidates or like people that were interested in you or people that were interested in a position or people that were like competing with you. And this person has totally knocked them out silly. Because if you can see, the swords are on the ground and the 2 people are walking out. And he's got 2 swords. 3 swords, excuse me. 2 is in his left hand and 1 is in his right hand. 2 are up in the sky. 1 is to the ground. So this can symbolize the reversal of the swords. And then the 2 are directing in each direction. Like 1 is on this side and 1 is going that way. And the 2 guys are just walking out. There's water that they're going to. They're walking towards like the sea or something. And what I feel this is basically trying to say is these 2 people thought they knew everything. This doesn't necessarily mean it's a physical fight. I feel like these 2 people, they thought they knew everything what's going on in their life. They thought they knew things that were happening around them, whether it's in relationships and stuff. And they've come to realize that they don't fucking know much. Like it was like incorrect or like it was something. So what they're basically doing is they're going to tune into more of who they are. Water symbolizes empathy. Water symbolizes intuition, compassion. So I feel like they were possibly trying to fight something, but they didn't realize that they didn't have enough information. Swords symbolize information, intellect, the ethereal realm. It's also symbolizing like Ethernet. You know what I mean? Like people that try to connect to each other through the internet, the Ethernet, or gain access of information through Ethernet. There's people that do research on the internet on how to become more telepathic, how to become more astral projection, this and that. And a lot of the information that you find out there, especially if you don't have a proper tutor or a shaman or a guide, somebody who's guiding you during the whole process, and you decide to do this on your own, a lot of the times you're going to set yourself up for disaster, especially if you just come into learning something and you're on the process of learning something and then you think you've grasped something and then you go out and you fight or you attack or you do something that's kind of irresponsible. Then you have to be aware of things are going to come at you. So this doesn't necessarily have to mean this is an actual person. It can, but your process, your way, your thing is very different than someone else, right? Everybody else's is going to mean something different. So you have to be aware that you can and will be put in place. Do you understand me? So if you master your own emotions, maybe you'll be bumped up a little bit better. This is not about a person in front of you. This is about yourself, especially when it comes to energy, especially when it comes to the ethereal realm. People tell me, there have been people in the past that they're like, no, Talar, oh, you think the heart, because I always talk about heart, stay heart-centered, love from the heart. The heart balances. The heart is the most important, not the mind, not the physical mind. And in the past, people have tried to attack me and say, no, the mind is by far the highest, it is the strongest, it is the most powerful. Yeah, but did you not forget we live on planet Earth? This planet is a materialistic planet. This right here has a physical, materialistic substance. This is physical. It is not ethereal. this right here, excuse me, I'm not giving you the finger, but this right here, this nail, it's physical, it's materialistic, it's practical. It is not ethereal, okay? Therefore, in order for your head, your crown, for you to achieve that Godhead, you need to be able to balance that with the physical here on planet Earth. And how do you do that? You need to balance this. This is the most difficult thing to balance because it brings together. And they've tried to put me in my place and it never worked and it never will work, okay? That is why I always say love is the greatest power. Love is the greatest power. However, it does come with its burdens, okay? Everything in life comes with its pain. No pain, no gain. There's people, they say it doesn't have to hurt. It will hurt until you come to that realization, until you come to that Godhead, that enlightenment, that it doesn't have to hurt. But until then, the people that are in the way are going to get hurt. There are many people that will never be able to understand or grasp this information because they come from arrogance, okay? If you're new to this and you decide to open your crown chakra or your third eye chakra and you're not balanced in your heart and you're not balanced in your root chakra, it's not going to be very pretty for you, okay? It's not going to be pretty for your family. And it's not going to, this is what's going to happen. Do you understand? Someone's going to defeat your ass. And it could be me with my twin flame. Trust me, he knows, okay? He knows very well. He has had to discover that in his own. He's had to discover that on his own, especially after I cut contact with him. That love is the greatest power in this universe, okay? I have this Metatron's cube, 13 dimensions, the Milky Way tattooed on my chest. This right here is everything in creation, from all the pains to everything, right on my heart. Right on my heart. Okay? This is being able to balance these energies. Who said it's easy? It's not easy. And him, his entire chest is 1st degree burns, okay? So, if you're born on planet and you feel that you have a twin flame, you have a twin soul that you're incarnated to do work with, you will be marked somewhere on your body. And that is where, in particular, where you will leave a very big impact on people. That's not to say that you will not leave an impact through other chakras or things like that, of course, because it's all connected. And it does start off with the feet. It starts with the root, okay? However, there's a certain area. I don't want to get too much information talking about heart. Look at this. Someone's getting his heart broken. Pay attention to what's going on, guys. Do you know what you're doing with yourselves? Do you know what you're doing with your lover? Do you know? Find out. Somebody's hurt. Somebody's hurt. There are people that are subscribed to my channel that are trying to figure out this twin flame fucking shit. And excuse my language, but seriously, twin flame shit is shit. Sorry. But there are people, this new age community is seriously disrespecting humanity by talking about everybody has a twin flame. Let's all connect to our twin flames. And then these girls, these children are being raped. Okay? There's genocides taking place. That's why I keep my mouth fucking shut as much as I can. And it's just like people just need to know. And I have to keep my mouth shut. But then, it gets to the point where I'm disrespecting my own self or I'm disrespecting people because I'm not sharing the knowledge that I've experienced, okay? People that have been hurt in the past, which is everybody, every human being has been hurt in the heart, okay? But that should never make you bitter. That should never stop you from gaining love again. That should never stop you from loving ever again. That should never make you bitter, ever. One of my past coworkers, she's like 30 years older than me, this woman. She would constantly ask me to go out to dinner with her. She just wanted my attention all the time. Constantly. Always talking about the same thing all over again. How her husband cheated on her for like 30 years ago. Her husband's dead now. He died of something with the stomach. Over and over and over again, the same thing. And then she would tell me how she would that she needs to confront the girl and that he cheated on her with. And then, you know, then one time she's like, oh, I confronted her, I took her out to dinner, I'm taking her out to dinner now and I'm confronting her. And I'm looking at her like, some people, they thoroughly enjoy misery, they thoroughly thrive off of it. You know, so she's projecting this past, whatever happened 30 years ago. Apparently, the girl that she would take out to dinner, who's associated in the workforce that she was working with, cheated on her, slept with her husband or something, according to her. So she's repeating it with me, okay? She's taking me out to dinner, and then she's saying that she confronted her through me, right? Basically, that's what she's trying to say. So these things, she's replaying it. Like, some people thoroughly enjoy misery, and some people thoroughly enjoy reliving that misery. Is that what you want to do with your lives, guys? Is that what you want? We all get hurt. We all get hurt. Are you going to allow it to hurt you forever? Are you? I'm like putting the cards back in. You shouldn't. I've hurt people a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I have. And like, they can't let go of me, these people. Like, they have some attachment to me, and they put these attachments. They will not let go of it. And I don't intentionally hurt people. It just happens that way, right? We don't always intentionally try to hurt people. The Eight of Pentacles flew out. The Eight of Pentacles flew out. I love these cards. They're so shiny and golden. Okay, so this card symbolizes a lot of hard work, okay? Like, hello. A lot of us are working really flipping hard with ourselves. I'm moving forward. Like, we're working hard, okay? We're working hard. And eventually, things do come back to you. There's nothing in this world that isn't written down in stone, in a sense that you create your own reality. So you're writing your own reality. You are writing your own karmic reality right now. Okay? We are officially slowly entering autumn on the 23rd of September. So start paying attention. What's going to start happening in the month in the autumn season? Okay, I'm so excited for October. A lot of good stuff is about to happen. A lot of things, and it's not so much of, I view things as good. It's not so much of bad things may not happen. Bad things will always happen to you, to people around you, to the planet, the people, you know. However, I choose to see things in a light, in that sense, because the only thing I have is my sanity at the end of the day, okay? That is what I have. And if that goes, that could be one of my wealth, you know? So, and that could be something that's returning back to me, okay? So, for you, what is yours? Pay attention. I'm asking you to pay attention. It will always happen. to you, to people around you, to the planet, the people, you know. However, I choose to see things in a light, in that sense, because the only thing I have is my sanity at the end of the day, okay? That is what I have. And if that goes, that could be one of my wealth, you know? So, and that could be something that's returning back to me, okay? So for you, what is yours? Pay attention. I'm asking you to pay attention. I feel like I want to keep going with this reading. It's almost 30 minutes, but that's because I spent 10 minutes chatting. So this is going to be a very long video, and I want it to be. So we got the Temperance. Yeah. Wow, it's so golden that the light's just shining right. There's a Temperance card, and this angel here has 2 cups. So this angel is performing alchemy. This angel, like I always mention, in the past, I shuffled the card, I wanted that 3 of swords in the heart. I was going to take that out, but I shuffled the card and whatever. But, you know how I always say in my videos, I always talk about, we all have pain in the past. All of us have suffered from something. If it's not a disease, if it's not a situation, if it's not homelessness, if it's not losing a family member, if it's not this or that, we've had something happen that has devastated us, okay? And although you cannot change the past, you can learn from it. You can choose not to learn from it and keep reliving it like my coworker, but that's up to you, okay? But what I'm trying to say is, you take something and you perform your own alchemy. You work with the elements, which is everyday access to the everyday stuff, water, air, fire, earth, and your own spirit, your aura, the ethereal realms, the spirit of the divine, the spirit of the plant, whatever you want to, however you want to see it. And you shift something from one location to another. So it could be that you're physically moving. And if it's not physically moving, you are physically moving out of and emotionally moving out of one aspect of something that's happened to you or you've done to another person. You finally letting go of it, okay? You've got the protection of an angel here. This is your guardian angel. And I see this as a great thing because if you can see the yellow flowers there in the background, okay? And the angel is stepping on water, so that this angel is here to give you compassion. Blue symbolizes compassion. Symbolizes the throat chakra as well, communication and stuff like that. Perhaps you could start communicating more of what you want. Because if you don't communicate more of what you want to people around you, they will not know to give it to you. They will not know how to deliver it for you, okay? Everybody has a busy life. Start communicating what you want. Seven of Swords, another blue. He's wearing a blue hooded with yellow again. So it's color coordinating. You know what I mean? I feel like 7, guys. 7 is a very analytical number. Esoteric knowledge, spirituality. I feel like a lot of people are fighting knowledge right now. Some of you are like going back and forth. Some of you feel like you know everything but you don't know anything. Some of you feel like you don't know anything but you actually know a lot more than what you think, and you're taking all these swords with you. You don't have to take anything with you. At the end of the day, when we leave this planet, nobody's taking anything. I don't take my physical suit. This is a suit. This is not my reality when I die. My physical appearance is not my reality when I die. If I choose to have children one day, they may look like me. They may not look like me. So that will be a form of a legacy that I leave behind. That, and they will continue my work. But I don't take my suit with me. Okay? I don't take this wall with me. I don't take these tarot cards with me. So you don't have to feel like you're being robbed, okay? You don't have to feel like you need to be somebody else or that there's no time on this planet because some bomb is going to hit this area of the planet, so I got to take all my belongings with me. There's something about you being yourself. There's something about you knowing what you have right now in your life is good enough. And sometimes that is your savior. Sometimes when you love yourself for all your little flaws, when you love yourself for all of the little things that you feel is not good enough, that's what's going to save you. Not all the knowledge you think you know. Maybe that's the compassion that you need, okay? Don't go fighting people because you never know what they're capable of. It's never about you. I mean, it's never about them. It's always about how you feel about yourself. Okay, come on. Come on. We got the Queen of Cups. We got the King of Cups. And we got the Page of Swords. Somebody's jealous. Somebody is jealous of a compassion between the two of these people. We've got the Queen of Cups. Gosh, getting a right angle. We got the Queen of Cups. We got the King of Cups. I like his position. Look at the way he's sitting. And look at his crown. It's all like golden. Her crown kind of somewhat looks like my crown, the coloring. But someone's about to get married. She's got on her cape, she has like a yellow cape. What is these colors with the blue and yellow, guys? Every card that's coming out, like they're wearing blue and yellow. Yellow is the sacral chakra. I mean, not the sacral chakra, the Manipura chakra. I always mix the two up, the names. And blue is the throat chakra. Blue also symbolizes the sky, yes. But this is more of like a throat, and it's also symbolized with water, because these are cups. Okay, these are cup cards. Cups are compassion, love, a fullness of something, intuition. Cancer, Pisces, somebody with a rising, someone with a rising Pisces or Cancer. I'm not seeing so much of a sun, Scorpio as well, but someone with a rising Cancer, a rising Scorpio, or a rising Pisces. This is for you. Somebody is jealous of your relationship. On her cape, if you can see, she's got that, this is why I was really looking at it. She's got, it's funny because I'm born on that symbol. It's a circle and an X. Okay, so there is a full alignment that just literally took place. And then we've got this guy right here. Oh no, my battery's saying low battery. I mean my camera. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna charge you. Charge you. I have to love my flaws in my videos. Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay, so. Shit. Okay. Fuck. Okay, man. So, yeah, look. Okay, he is looking for a freaking fight. He's like, if anybody wants to fight me, I am ready to fight. Because he's wearing the same symbol. Somewhat. It's not exactly the same, but... this can also be an internal fight that's going on with you right now, okay? Look, I always talk about this, okay? If you are jealous of someone because they are in a relationship, they're in a loving situation, can you just take care of yourself? If you want that in your life, take care of yourself so you could find that. You don't have to feel the need to want something just because somebody else appears to have it, okay? It's not always the greatest thing to do. Look, I've got this right here, okay? How about I send you absolute nothing but blessings. This is a twin smoky quartz, okay? So how about I send you nothing but blessings so that you find your soulmate? So that your soulmate's always with you, okay? How about that? Don't be jealous. Don't feel jealous. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. It will manifest. Eventually, it's going to manifest on planet Earth. It's not going to just be, oh, okay, let's connect to my twin soul. Let's connect to this energetic field. And then eventually someone's going to feel it and they're going to come to me. Because I feel like a lot of you do that. You don't come out and say, but I feel like a lot of you try to connect to like an energy. And all of a sudden you'll get like, you'll meet somebody or you'll get a phone call from somebody and then you're like, oh my God, it's my twin flame. You know what I mean? We get tested a lot in this work because it's like, you got to take care of yourself first. You got to be able to tell the world that you have boundaries, you know who you are, you know what you don't want. And in order for you to realize what you want, what you don't want, you got to make mistakes, of course. But please learn from your mistakes. You know? Come to realize them. Come to realize what your boundaries are. Come to realize things that aren't serving you anymore. And then just... then that person will eventually come to you. He may not come with a horse, a black horse, or with all this money on it. You know what I mean? But he'll come with some wealth because that wealth is connected to you. That wealth is connected to your boundary. That wealth is connected to him respecting your boundary. Okay? And you don't have to be like, oh, this is my boundary, so you gotta respect me. It doesn't work that way. Okay? Because if somebody is not really good for you, they're not going to respect it anyways, okay? And that's when you should realize, hold on a second, this person's not for me. This girl is not for me. This guy's not for me because whether I say it or not, they're disrespecting me, okay? It's good to tell them so they don't do it. Again, they come to realize it, but if they keep doing it, then obviously this person's not for you, and so you should be able to tell. Nobody else can tell you. You have to tell. Even if you pay a reader, even if you pay somebody, they cannot control your own boundaries in a sense where you let stuff happen to you from people when they try to get close to you, okay? Let's pick out one or two more cards. Six of Pentacles. This is a good card, okay? Six is all about compassion in a sense too. Six is all about family life, okay? When it's in a positive, it's more compassion. But it usually symbolizes community, family, the planet Venus, beauty in that sense. But it also symbolizes balance, expected anyways, okay? And that's when you should realize, hold on a second, this person's not for me, this girl is not for me, this guy's not for me, because whether I say it or not, they're disrespecting me, okay? It's good to tell them so they don't do it again, they come to realize it. But if they keep doing it, then obviously this person's not for you, and so you should be able to tell. Nobody else can tell you. You have to tell. Even if you pay a reader, even if you pay somebody, they cannot control your own boundaries, in a sense where you let stuff happen to you from people when they try to get close to you, okay? Let's pick out 1 or 2 more cards. Six of Pentacles. This is a good card, okay? 6 is all about compassion in a sense too. 6 is all about family life, okay? When it's in a positive, it's more compassion. But it usually symbolizes community, family, the planet Venus, beauty in that sense. But it also symbolizes balance, okay? So Pentacles is connected to the earth, of course. And in the photo, you can see there's a man, and he's kind of, I feel like he's kind of not really deciding, but he doesn't want to choose sides, okay? But it looks like there's some legal action that must take place here. And that's a metaphor. Some of you actually probably do have like legal actions of stuff, but if you can see in his one hand, which is next to the man, he's holding the Libra scales, okay? Like I said, we're hitting Libra soon. September the 23rd is Libra. Astrological alignment of Libra. And he's giving her cash. He's giving her the pentacles. He's giving her the wealth. And this guy's on trial, okay? Like I said, this is definitely connected to my full moon lunar eclipse. Please go watch that video. It's connected to this. We're continuing right here. So this is definitely a balance. This is also connected to the goddess Mat, because I feel like justice. It's also connected to the justice card, if you want to look that up, in a sense, with this card, with this in this deck, I'm saying. That's just the energy that it's really, that I'm feeling, that I'm picking up right now. And he's looking at the female. And this is not a sexist thing. This could be reversed. This could be a guy that's benefiting and a girl that's, you know, being put on trial. But he's kind of like, well, and she's like, oh, I'm surprised that I'm receiving this wealth, okay? So, and look at the dimensions around, eh? Like, look at that glow, that orb. See that? Right here. So there's a divine intervention. There's somebody here that's making things balanced. This planet needs balance, okay? Nobody on this planet can stop negative things from happening. You can balance it. And in order to balance it, it's for you to introvert and look within. Okay, guys, I gotta stop this video. It's 46 minutes through. I gotta stop. Look within. That's the message. Look within.